Hello. My mom asked me a ton of questions about the MRI I got yesterday, so I decided to make a video about it. Sorry, my dog wants to play, and if I ignore him, he'll start barking. The first thing I had to do when I got to the hospital was take my shoes off and put these hairnet looking things over my socks. Then I had to lie down on a table that was designed for people who don't have arms. My arms were in this praying mantis position the entire time because there was no place to put them. It was a really narrow table. They put my foot into this boot that seemed to be a medieval torture device intended to break toes. Then they put headphones on so I could listen to the radio, because you don't want to hear the MRI machine with no protection whatsoever, because it will literally damage your ears. It won't just be unpleasant, it will actually damage your ears. I must have been there for a whole hour. They just slid the entire table forward, and the boot with my foot inside of it went right into the magnet, and I could still hear the magnet perfectly, even with a bunch of pop music blaring in my ears. They told me not to wiggle, but I wiggled, so they had to take a couple of extra pictures. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. When you take someone who has scoliosis and you make her lie flat on her back, she's gonna be uncomfortable and she's gonna wiggle. Anyway, they got the stupid, pointless pictures of my ankles, and now I'm hoping they realize that the foot pain I've been complaining about is pain in my foot, not pain in my ankle. For my Star Trek fans out there, the MRI machine looked like a white Guardian of Forever. Basically a gigantic noisy donut. I couldn't see very well because I couldn't wear my glasses while the machine was turned on. These are metal. You don't want metal anywhere near an MRI. Ever. And it was basically the most unpleasant thing that's happened to me since I've lived on my own. Yeah. I wish I could play the sound for you, but I can't. Just know that it's the noisiest thing anybody has ever heard. Even with headphones on, listening to music. And the nurse was kind of annoying because she kept cutting the music off and asking me if I was okay. And I had this squeezy thing that I was supposed to squeeze when I wasn't okay, and I never squoze it. It kind of looked like one of those things you use to get snot out of a baby's nose. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's the procedure, and it freaks a lot of people out, but it's not really scary. It is very radioactive, though. I've had a lot of MRIs and X-rays and CAT scans and all that stuff, and I'm probably gonna get cancer because, they couldn't just let me sit in a wheelchair and read a book. They had to investigate and alter my body, even though I told them not to. Yeah, yeah, patients don't get any respect around here, ever. And basically everything they did to me was incredibly radioactive.